Hi and welcome back to another Landlord Lowdown, and just sort of flicking back to our landlord event on the 28th of January. A question that came up in the room was around rent increase notices. So basically section 13 notices when we go into the new rules from the 1st of May with the Renters' Right Act. So the question was, if we've got to give 2 months notice, why can't we give a year's notice on the rent increase? Well, there's nothing stopping you from doing that. There is no shelf life to a section 13 notice. But more importantly, if your tenant decides to, I suppose, really dispute the rent increase that you're trying to put in place and they go to a tribunal, one of the things a tribunal will ask for is evidence of where that pricing structure is coming from. So properties that are on the market locally, what's being let, the kind of values, that kind of thing. So if you're trying to put a rent increase a year in advance, yeah, I know historically rents have risen. You can't really say what's going to happen. We look at sort of end of last year, rents settled a bit. I wouldn't necessarily say they dropped, but they certainly weren't increasing at the levels we'd had previously. So short answer to that question, can we give a year's notice? Yes, you can. Why would you want to? Probably the worst advice that you'd ever take from anybody if you did do it, because again, if it gets questioned by the tenant, if it goes to a tribunal, you've got to provide evidence, but it also means that the rent's going to be frozen until that tribunal judges on it. And if they agree that you've got that increase, great, but why not do it properly? Do it with at least 2 months notice, closer to the time, have that conversation with your tenant. If we're managing it, we do it for you anyway. But yeah, that's the answer. Yeah, you can give a year's notice, but really bad advice. Anyway, watch out and we'll give you some updates on the next Landlord Lowdown. Take care.